Hi everyone, welcome back to Real Patriot Patty. I'm your host Patty, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about 6 illegal immigrants that have been released on a no bail after facing gun, drug, and child endangerment charges. They have been charged with criminal possession of a weapon, criminal possession of a controlled substance, and acting in a manner to potentially injure a child. 2 of the illegal immigrants from Venezuela had handguns on them when the police arrived. Then, officers found 2 more guns, 3 extended magazines, a box of ammunition, a bag of ketamine, and a bag of ketamine mixed with cocaine. In addition, with a 7-year-old child whose parents remain unknown. All of this has occurred in the Bronx of 6 illegal immigrant squatters with guns, drugs, and a child in a basement that have been allowed under the Biden administration to cross the border illegally. So in today's video, we will be talking about the whole story, but most important of all, why this is so significant. Why are illegal immigrants allowed to enter illegally to this country, live as squatters, get everything for free, have possession of guns, drugs, and a child, and that all of this criminal activity is encouraged by this administration with the open border policy, with politicians of deep blue woke left state, such as in this case New York, and what this truly means to us American citizens. It is by design, it is on purpose, and it is threatening to all of our American lives due to the woke left politicians encouraging crime, promoting degenerate behavior, of allowing millions of illegals to enter this country, of drug trafficking, of sex trafficking, of violence with weapons, despite the fact they claim that law-abiding citizens are the reason for a violent crime with guns, which is not the case as we clearly see here, and the policies of the woke left politicians that are created on purpose, that release criminals with no bail, that encourage criminal activity and do nothing to protect us as citizens. So first, let's talk about some details of the case. In this case, we have a total of 8 suspects, ages between 20 and 42. 6 of the illegal immigrant squatters, who are squatters that invaded a home and made it theirs, even though it is illegal, but legal in New York due to the woke left policies, of them deciding they want to pick this home and live in it for free. 6 of them have been released by judges with 0 bail. Bronx criminal court judge Eugene Bowen released the alleged gunman loose with no bail, despite the fact that the bail was proposed to be at $150,000 cash or $450,000. Furthermore, he also released the 2 other illegal immigrant squatters with no bail. That means they are out on the loose and not in jail. Moreover, another Bronx criminal court judge, Lawrence Bushing, let 3 more go on supervised release. That means one judge let 3 go and the other judge let 3 go with no bail set. $0. So these illegal immigrants came to this country illegally. They were squatters. They invaded a home illegally. They committed crimes. They found guns, drugs, and a child in the basement, and they let all of them go with no bail. Does everyone understand how serious that is? You have illegal aliens, squatters, and criminals committing crime with 0 bail policies, being let out, not going to jail, and not being punished for their crime. They literally have guns, drugs, and a child in the house, and this is what the court decides. These 2 judges of the Bronx, where this event has occurred, let them go. These are supposed to be criminal judges. This is how the justice system works. You have the woke left politicians of this administration through the White House with weaponized governmental agencies going for innocent civilians and law-abiding citizens and not punishing true criminals. This later not only spreads to education and companies, but of course to the justice systems. These judges are elected and selected to sit on cases where they do not prosecute criminals. There is no bail. They let them loose, supervised and unsupervised, it doesn't matter. They do not pay for the crime they commit, especially by having guns, drugs, and a baby. Understanding how corrupt the justice system is another part of the problem. With electing these politicians and these judges is what the outcomes of the cases are. First, they are illegal migrants that entered through our southern border. Fun fact, 4 of them were detained by the U.S. Border Patrol in Texas a year ago. Under the Biden-Harris administration, they were released into the country due to overcrowding at the processing centers, which means you are allowing millions of illegals, which means there is too many of them in the processing centers. So they let them go. They released them into the United States because there wasn't enough room for them in the processing centers. Furthermore, they actually failed to appear for their processing appointments. So now you allow illegal immigrants, such as them in this case, to enter the country illegally. There isn't enough room for them in the processing center, so you let them out of the United States. You schedule processing appointments that they don't show up on, and they just live, squatters, in New York, committing crime, selling drugs, disrupting the neighborhood, which the neighbors have previously complained about, beating someone supposedly with a pipe, being arrested, and now being let out again with no bail back into the city. Anyone that's living in the States needs to wake up. I cannot believe, first of all, that the neighbors live around having illegal immigrants and squatters in their neighborhood and do nothing about it. People need to wake up and stand up because this is going to get much worse. This is a whole circle that we're in the process of. They want illegal immigrants to come here. They give them everything for free. They replace American jobs. And now not only they become squatters, eventually they are going to invade your own homes. This is exactly what they want. They either want you to leave where you are living by creating the situation so you're fed up with it, so you sell your home and they're able to buy it out to later rent to illegal immigrants so they make the money. And they want you to be surrounded by this crime. They are the ones allowing for it, which is why it is crucial for people to understand when you vote from the top down, this includes this administration that is promoting millions of illegal immigrants, crime, drugs, sex trafficking, indoctrination of children, pushing the woke left ideologies through corporations, and now putting all of that into your neighborhoods. This is threatening to your neighborhoods, to your communities, to your family, to your children, to your own life. It impacts everything. It is crucial for people to get educated and understand voting from the top down, starting with the Biden-Harris administration that is promoting this at the White House, the weaponized federal government agencies that are persecuting law-abiding citizens, such as people praying against abortion at an abortion clinic, people saving others on the subways, FBI raiding a father of 11 because he is pro-life, January 6 prosecutions of going in a building, meanwhile Black Lives Matter burning, looting building, stabbing, shooting, rioting. Meanwhile, Antifa is actually behind it all, which is weaponized by the federal government. The schools indoctrinating children, corporations pushing the woke left ideologies, police officers being killed in the states and cities that are woke left, that support crime, that are for defunding the police and do not protect you as citizens. To the governors and the mayors, governor of New York, the mayor of New York City, who's stating that New York subways are the safest in the globe, that crime is down. These people are making up numbers that do not exist because clearly we can see this with our eyes. There are so many illegal immigrant stories to report on with crime in these cities that encourage crime, that do not prosecute violent criminals, that let them go with no bail, and all of that does not affect them because they are in positions of power using your votes and your money to protect themselves and do what they want. Meanwhile, your life is at stake here. So to summarize, 2 of the illegal immigrants from Venezuela had handguns on them. Then officers found 2 more guns, 9mm pistol, and 3 extended magazines, a box of ammunition, a bag of ketamine mixed with cocaine, and a 7-year-old child, with it being unclear who the parents were, endangering its life. 2 Bronx criminal judges let all of these illegal immigrants out on no bail, 0 bail. They have not been prosecuted. They have not gone to prison. They have been released back into United States. So initially they came here illegally across the border. They were released into United States because of overcrowding in facilities that they allow. They did not show up for their hearings, and they had guns, drugs, and a child in a house squatting in New York. I mean, it doesn't get any worse than that. All residents of New York City, of New York, of woke left states, and all across America need to understand that there is no justice. There is no law. You are punishing law-abiding citizens while promoting criminals and violent offenders, especially illegal immigrants, to commit crime over and over again with no punishment. I hope this video will explain to people how crucial this topic is for you to vote accordingly. Vote for politicians with policies that do not support illegal immigration, crime, violence, drug activity, gang activity, and threatening lives or normal law-abiding citizens, because that is exactly what's happening here. As always, thank you so much for watching. May God bless you and may God bless America. I will see you in my next episode.